Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hospital Podcast, episode 359. You are permitted to get in touch and let me know if that is actually a prime number, because I don't know. The assembled podcast production team here do not know either. We are focusing on hospitality in the dock. I'm going to take you on a virtual, misguided tour of the venue. It's happening next week. There are 7 days until hospitality in the dock. We're going to kick off with logistics. This is Picton Blues. Now, I want you to use your imagination, okay? You're in the venue. The event is rolling. Logistics is DJing. I'm standing right next to you, and I'm really, really annoying you because I'm talking to you, and all you want to be doing is listening to Logistics playing his set. Anyway, I'm going to be annoying all of you for a while now in the Great Gallery as I play a few tunes by some of the DJs who are going to be playing. And my gorgeous assistant Ed has just printed out some notes on the artists whose tracks I'm playing. So Logistics, it says Logistics is Hospital's most decorated and prolific artist. I know he's the most prolific. I'm not aware that he's actually got any medals or stripes. Obviously, he's won numerous awards. We know that. His 7th album, Hologram, is out on the day of the show, the 30th of March. So we're all going to be celebrating in grand style at Hospitality in the Dock 2018. Make sure you're there with us. And I've just got the events team to look up a ticket count, because the venue holds 7,000 people. It is the UK's largest indoor drum and bass event by quite some mile. We have currently sold 6,819 tickets. No, that's actually complete. No, it's not. It's 6,000. Oh, it's 6,821. Okay. We'll see what it is by the time I finish recording the podcast. Bottom line is basically it's almost sold out. So get some. Also appearing in the Great Gallery, the med school artist that we know as Whiney. His Sunday Grunge EP has just come out. This is Sleek. And the delightful Ed says, Whiney, known to his family as Will, has recently completed his debut Australia and New Zealand tour, and his EP Sunday Grunge has just dropped. Chris Marigold, aka Blue Martin, aka my agent and Whiney's agent, tells me that Whiney is currently pretty much his busiest DJ. The man is officially on fire. We will put him out at the dock so that he doesn't represent a kind of health and safety hazard. Do check out the official video for Sunday Grunge, by the way. It's not what you expect. It is to do with Sundays. It is to do with Sunday lunch. That's all I'm going to say. Well worth watching. Shot by the delightful Harry from upstairs. Hospital's very own video creative. Incoming, a track by another Will on Med School. In fact, a Will who arguably brought through Will Whiney. This time it's Will Keeno. And it is, of course, the amazing Jungle Ballet from Keeno's Shimmering Things album. And what has Ed written about Will? Oh, okay, everyone else got about 3 lines. He says, Keeno, med school prodigy and classical musician. To the point. And because Hospitality in the Dock 2018 is going to be sold out by, I reckon, I don't know, it depends. It might sell out tomorrow. It will be sold out. So we're doing an after party at Fabric. And I have the pleasure of playing twice in the Dock and once at the after party. I'm doing the podcast Under the Clock live at the Dock at approximately 4:30 in the afternoon. Remember, doors open at noon. People start queuing up at 10 o'clock in the morning. You will see fine artists from noon on the Dock all the way until 10 p.m. So don't mess it up and think, yeah, I've got tickets to Hospitality in the Dock. I'll get there at about 11 o'clock in the evening because there'll be no one there, okay? But you can come to Fabric at that time. Did anybody say Schnitzel? Because Schnitzel Power is coming to Hospitality in the Dock, yes. From from Sick Music. The S.P.Y club mix of Loving You Is Easy by Camo and Krooked. Watch out, great gallery at Hospitality in the Dock. Massive shout out to Whiney and Marcus. I am so delighted that they are playing. They really wanted to play last year, and we really wanted them to play last year as well. But circumstances kind of happened that they couldn't play. However, they are playing for us this year and we're absolutely delighted. There's a few tunes in our catalogue that become a kind of theme when we hold massive events like Hospitality in the Dock. And they usually involve the word love, like Spread Love or Loving You Is Easy. Because I've got to say, last year at Hospitality in the Dock, along with Hospitality in the Park, it was the most amazing collection of beautiful people who genuinely love music and love each other. It really, really was. It was so lovely just walking around. I'm going to pace myself this year because last year I was there for 10 hours. Yeah, I was right. Yeah. Noon till 10. And I didn't stop at all. I cannot wait for you to witness Etherwood live. Absolutely full live band at the end of the night in the little gallery, and it isn't little, it's actually really big. The sound in the little gallery is phenomenal. Anyway, we're still in the great gallery. We'll get to the little gallery in a bit. Incoming. A man who will be DJing in the Great Gallery. An artist who goes by the name of Unglued. And the wonderful Ed has written me nothing about Unglued whatsoever, but he doesn't have to because I know all about Unglued. This is Bootstrap Bill from Sick Music, the album. If you haven't got it, get it. I've just seen crates and crates of vinyl. It's been repressed. It's been one of our fastest selling vinyl albums of all time. Second only to Syncopated City, my own album, but we won't go there. So yeah, it's back in. Get it, because it's going to sell out again. Anyway, this guy, Unglued, is going to be DJing in the Great Gallery. He might be DJing quite early. So if you don't get there early, you definitely won't see him. If you have a look online, we have published his first ever photo shoot. So have a look now, have a look at hospitalrecords.com, check out what Unglued looks like. He has become quite famous or infamous for his phenomenally massive bootleg of If We Ever by High Contrast. But even Lincoln Barrett, aka High Contrast, is playing himself now. It is a brilliant bootleg. It's not coming out, we're not going to release it. It's more fun if it doesn't. So if you want to find out who Unglued is, have a look at the photos online. I can't tell you anything about him, but yeah. I'm just checking my my itinerary now. Hold tight. Oh yeah, here we go. See, I know what time Unglued's playing and I'm not going to tell you because we're not allowed to tell anyone what time anyone's playing it. But a little clue, get there early. He's a sick producer and a sick DJ as well. The aforementioned Etherwood is performing live in the little gallery at the end of the night. You will be able to sing along. Now I ain't gonna let you go. Hold on. As long as you let me, hold on. This is one of the absolute anthems of Hospital Records, Med School and Hospitality. As long as you let me, hold on. No, I ain't gonna let you go. And Woody is going to be driving down to Hospitality in the dock in his very own van that he has kitted out himself and he lives in. Because as you heard on a recent podcast, Woody has become a nomad. Massive shout going out to Anthony Peverill. Who, check this out, he actually makes sound systems out of medical bags and he's made one for Woody's mobile home. So he can't make it to the dock, but he's going to come down to Hospital Records shortly to deliver Woody's sound system medical bag. It's amazing. It's kind of like a doctor's bag blaster. It's really quite something.
So yes, don't miss Etherwood Live if you're coming to the dock. You need to catch it. Full live band, including Steve Pycroft, who's my wingman in the big band. Steve Pycroft on drums. It's a 5-piece band. There is 4-part vocal harmony going on. It's amazing, totally live.
Now, appearing in the Great Gallery, the 3-piece or kind of 4-piece drum and bass act who have taken the club world by storm, Kings of the Rollers.
Serum Inja, the return. Yeah. Now blow them away. Now blow them away.
Serum, Voltage, Blade Runner and Inja.
Now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away. Yo, my fingers on the red button. I tell them man to say nothing. They wanna try it with their life. I put the silencer to gun shot. With it in them out and they wanna see bluffing. Yo, cold steel, I'm not running. Close eye aim, I'm not fussing. Satellite phone, I tour Russian. My man's cussing, talking of something. Blood rushing, big sweat like I'm buzzing. I don't wanna offload and bust them, but I need password and code crushing. Between the eyes, I'ma plug them. Or set them free to go hunting. Man deals with my job, I'ma kill all the sons with my silence. I'ma start busting, blow them away. Now 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 blow them away. Yeah. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Yo, I'm cocking back on that hammer. Reloading them banger. Computer chip in my pocket. Escape route in my swagger. Dropping landmines in my stagger. Detonation device in my grammar. Full view, I go pan. I'm taking out targets. Draw for the dagger. One by one, I'ma silence the manner. I scanner. Attention alert to the planner. Man, never did it don't matter. Assassin code, I'm not badder. Man, play snake, I draw ladder. My silence will silence the chatter. I'ma exit the building and blow up the spot. Then disappear. No cliffhanger. Blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away, now blow them away. Inja, the return. Yeah. Now blow them away. Now blow them away.
Now blow them away.
Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away. Now blow them away.
Let's go to the car park. The car park last year was insane. Honestly, it was like going into another world. It was like going back in time 15, maybe even 20 years in rave history. It was incredible. It was a bit of a lawless zone, actually. Absolute amazing vibes in the car park. It was insane. It was, yeah, if you're claustrophobic, don't go in there. But if you love intense crowds of extremely involved ravers, all committed to the cause, do go in there and stick around. Bad Company UK are coming back for their second appearance. They were so good last time, we had to have them back. And this is one of my favourite tracks by them. It's not by any means their best known, but it's one of my favourites. It's Dogs on the Moon. Proper funk. Absolutely love this. It's made in the days when tunes were nice and long. and as a producer, you felt you could really take your time rolling a tune out. It's only halfway through right now. I really hope they play this in the car park. Okay, Voltage has managed to sneak his way into the car park, having played in the Great Gallery. There is no holding this man down. This is Voltage. This is a tune called Losing. And he's going back to back with Benny L in the car park, featuring Bassman. And the stunning Ed has got this to say about Voltage. I'd like to know what Serum and Blade Runner think about this. So apparently Voltage is drum and bass's brightest young prospect. Oh no, he said that about Benny L. Okay, Benny L is drum and bass's brightest young prospect, and he's back to back with one of the Kings of the Rollers. Yeah, so Voltage, you are simply one of the Kings of the Rollers, okay? Don't forget it. Oh, and also you are one of the most energetic DJs on the circuit. That should make you feel a little bit better. And it's hosted by the original teacher, MC Bassman. So yes, Benny, there you have it. You are drum and bass's brightest young prospect. It's official. Anyway, this is Voltage. And we're in the car park. And you're looking around you and you don't know what's going on. It's too good. It's too much. Before we totally get immersed in the car park, I'd just like to see what else the marvellous Ed has written about other artists who are playing in the Great Gallery. So S.P.Y is Hospital's very own Prince of Darkness, because he recently enjoyed incredible success with his Alone in the Dark EP. Okay. You see, if you're happy to be alone in the dark, that makes you a Prince of Darkness. Lots of exciting stuff happening in 2018 for Carlos. Carlos is working on a fantastic new album. This is me, by the way, so not Ed talking, it's Tony talking. He is really pushing the boat out stylistically. And every bar is pure funk, pure filth, pure soul, pure dirt. It's brilliant. I don't want to give anything away though, so I can't really tell you anything else. So Now, this amazing piece of music, this is brilliant. It's a journey, this track. It's on Astrophonica. It's called Turbo. And it is by Lewis James. Yep. In it. Why am I playing this? Because one of the many brilliant things on at the car park in Hospitality in the dock is an Astrophonica showcase. Now, long-term listeners to the podcast will know I've been a huge fan of Charlie Fracture since the day he began, actually, which is way before the podcast started, and that was in 2006. Astrophonica is now becoming one of the must-own labels on the scene, and well-deservedly so. So if you come to the car park, you will experience a Fracture, back-to-back Lewis James, back-to-back Sully, Astrophonica showcase. And the Delectable Ed has written, one of the most exciting and forward-thinking contemporary labels are coming together for an eclectic fusion of jungle, hardcore, D&B and everything in between. Okay, slight grammar correction there, Ed. One of labels are come together. One label cannot come together, it's already together. Just saying, you know, I'm responsible for the kind of the future well-being of my own staff, you know. It's all about learning on the job. So we're in the car park, and you want to know what's going on in the car park. We've got Undivide with Eat Brain and Therapy Sessions UK. Under that umbrella comes Bad Company UK, the original drum and bass supergroup, returning for their second year as headliners of the car park. If you don't know about this group, go and do your research. Killbox, which is audio, and Ed Rush, two drum and basses, Dark Side, joining forces for new entity Killbox. Expect raw to the core neurofunk and severe face melting. Yes, Ed. Break, the producer's producer, a profound beat maker and incredibly versatile person. Expect groove and soul, but a sound that is still rough, tough and dangerous. Released on basically every label ever. Wow. Charlie Break, have you been released on every label ever? That's what I want to know. Answers on a postcard, please. Okay, we're slowing it down now. But you knew that. I didn't have to say that. It's really stupid when DJs say something that you already know. We're slowing it down because it's music from Sully. It's called Helios. Now, on my notes for the Dotcast, as a totally random shout that's got nothing whatsoever to do with hospitality at the dock, but I'll read it out. It's the only shout. It's from Steve Pace, who lives on Umina Beach, lucky you, in Australia. quite interesting. He says, the point of this email is to ask what you think of the Spotify DJ style auto mix, which is being trialled with a D&B playlist called Drum and Bass Fix on Spotify. So we did put this on in the office. It kind of works, but then it kind of doesn't. It would kind of work in a... I was going to say restaurant, but I wouldn't really like to hear not very well selected drum and bass tunes in a restaurant while I'm eating. I mean, it is in time, because the technology can do that. And the technology that makes assumptions that all tracks are made in 16-bar structures will kind of follow that structure. So, a bit like a not very clever DJ, it kind of works. And it kind of analyses the keys of the track in a way, but it doesn't. But what it doesn't get is basically which tunes go together properly, you know. And it does struggle with certain structures and breakdowns, etc., etc. So, yeah, I wouldn't have it on in a bar or a restaurant, but it might work. It could work in a gym, because it is keeping time. Or it could work in a student union bar, kind of quite late when everyone's really drunk and they don't notice. I guess you can tell that I'm not really a fan of the artificial intelligence behind it. And I'm not talking about Glenn, artificial intelligence. I'm a massive fan of artificial intelligence. I'm just not a fan of like real artificial intelligence, particularly. It's all a bit chromaty. I was trying to explain that to the chairman and the secretary general about kind of like chromaty and Terminator and everything, and thing is, they're too young to watch the movies. Yes, I am quite strict. The Lady Combinator is also quite strict about things like that. Their time will come. I envy them the first time they watch Terminator.
Now y'all know they tried to control the day. You don't control
Talking about going back in time.
We control the day, but we will control the night.
In the car park, we have some absolutely amazing music.
Control the day. Control your hood.
But in the little gallery, we have the history lessons. Yep, I got out of that one. We have some amazing history lessons. We have DJ Randall history lesson.
You don't control the day.
We have a S.P.Y back-to-back new tone jungle set.
But we will control the night. Watch riots.
But we also have
Watch riots.
DJ Micky Finn and Aphrodite
Watch riots.
presenting their 30 years set. Two of the scene's biggest names teaming up for a 3-decade-long showcase of music that they created and put out on their legendary label, Urban Takeover.
Badass.
Whoa!
Badass.
If you don't know this tune, if you don't know about Micky Finn and Aphrodite, if you don't know about Urban Takeover, get to know. Our genre, drum and bass, would not be anything like it is now if it wasn't for them.
Control. You don't control the day.
Obviously, there'd be no kind of modern jump up. The sound that is absolutely huge at the moment, but it goes beyond that. They affected the production ethics of almost every producer.
Control the day. We will control the night.
Salute goes out to Micky Finney, it goes out to Aphrodite. We are absolutely honoured that you are coming to play at our event.
Now y'all know, you don't control the day. The man controls the day. Send out the message. Watch right. You don't control the day. The man controls the day. Badass, badass.
Also appearing in the little gallery, one of the most spiritual men in drum and bass, Krust, who will be presenting a Warhead Classics era set. I remember when Warhead came out, I remember when it was on dubplate before it came out.
They tried to control the day. You don't control the day. The man controls the day.
The only people who had it were the people who cut it at Music House. Every Thursday it used to tear the roof off at Movement in Bar Rumba. Guaranteed reloads. And this is still the intro, remember? Foundation business. Warhead by Krust. So also appearing in the little gallery, yeah, DJ Randall's history lesson, Mr. Too Hot to Handle, the one and only Randall. He'll be taking things back for a history lesson, so remember to not be late, get ready to learn a thing or two. Benny Page back to back, Potential Bad Boy, the Raggett and Dubwise D&B heavyweights. Now, right in the middle of Hospitality in the Dock, you will see an absolutely enormous clock. That's a clock, and underneath the clock is a kind of cave. And in that cave bit, we're going to do a few things. We've got a few DJs playing, such as Monroe, Mystikz State, Booth, the fantastic Ed Priest, who wrote all of these notes I've been reading out, Matty Limitless, who also runs our publishing company, Songs in the Key of Knife, and I will be doing a live edition of the podcast. So if you want to appear on the podcast, because I do interview people live on the podcast from Hospitality in the Dock. It can get quite amusing, it can get very, very embarrassing, I warn you. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, where were we? The thing about being in a venue for 10 hours is you do tend to get a bit kind of like You get lost sometimes. We've got amazing food on the roof. Don't forget to go up onto the roof. I believe Earls will be there. Earls are our resident cheesesteak people. Say hello to Joe. In fact, two Joes. Say hello to both Joes. Also performing on the roof will be the Guildford Bucket Drummers, who hit buckets in time. The reverse bungee jump, that was a massive hit last year. Our head of business and legal, Megan, she tore off her nails doing the bungee jump last year. And also we have bespoke hand-picked food vendors. I'm going to wrap this up now. Otherwise you won't even need to go because you'll have heard everything. No, not really. In the Jungle Jam, as well as Congo Natty, aka Rebel MC, who is presenting the official page, we also have Marla, the man behind the incredible Deep Medi imprint and the original bassweight meditator. Not one to be missed.
In this time, I tell you, them put on the nine, and live righteous. More peace, more life. You know me, I said, we don't want to war tonight, and we don't want to fuss and to fight. Put on the guns and make we all unite, and make we live right in the Almighty sight. We don't want to war tonight, and we don't want to fuss and to fight. Put on the guns and make we all unite, and make we live right in the Almighty sight. And we don't want to fuss and to fight.
So hopefully I'll be able to meet each and every one of the 7,000 of you at Hospitality in the Dock. I'll do my best. Honestly. I need to be energised in time for Fabric, so you lot have got to keep me awake. But listen, get there early.
We don't want to war
Bring your big happy smiles and big hugs. We need lots of hugs. And I'll see you there at the dock. My name's London Electricity. It's been my pleasure to walk around the dock with you. I'll see you there. Bye.
tonight.